Sail into town.
Now we got a really big hole in the deck. Got it a little too thick. And of course I didn't bring my credit card up here. I just want to point out that the headstay is no longer attached to the bow. It is attached right here now. And mast is supported by this halyard, and the headstay now attached to these two cleats. So hope these two cleats hold. Things are moving along, and it's really pretty out right now. Oh my gosh. Fixing your boat in exotic locations. Well, it's been an eventful day here on the Sailing Vessel Harmony. I have been at the bilge. I have actually cleaned the bilge, and I put the plumbing all back. There's a couple of issues with that, but look how clean. Ooh. Okay, it's clean-ish. It's cleaner. Okay. This is the V-berth, and this is the forward water tank. It's pretty dirty in there. And the good news is that I can actually get my hand in this hole because I have little hands. It's a pretty small hole, but yeah, I can totally get my hand in there. The other little snafu with the water system problem is that I have no water because all the water drained out when I emptied the valves. So I have no water to check and see if it's even leaking. Well, actually, I have a couple of gallons left. I'm also thinking maybe I should scrub it out, but it's 5 o'clock and I'm really tired. I don't think OSHA would approve of these working conditions. Okay, here we go. All the way forward. My arm's long enough. This water tank was so dirty. It got some dirt. Bailing this water out of the tank is really pretty grody. And it's working! Woohoo! The coolest thing about doing epoxy work is that it doesn't stick to your container. So when you're done, it pops out just like that. And you can throw this part away and reuse the container. I just think that is so satisfying. Meanwhile, I have managed to paint the mooring bow with Harmony. So I'm pretty happy about that. Johnny's supposed to come over this morning to put the mooring bow in for me, but he just sent me a text and said he's gotten distracted with something, so I'm sort of hoping to have it out of the cockpit so that I could have the cockpit back. But I have cleaned off this settee and I'm thinking about trying to put the hose on the fitting. Jesse said it shouldn't be that hard, which is what I badly needed to hear. So, because I've been putting it off. Johnny said he would help me with it, so I'm gonna try it by myself and maybe I can get it on, maybe? Johnny's down there there, hooking up the new bulb. Going over the side to try to clean the hole. We've had some excitement on Harmony today. I got my new bed. Woohoo! I bought the foam and the fabric, and a nice local lady named Sandra stitched it up for me. She even put a zipper in it, which is like way above and beyond, but totally awesome. And I thought you might like to see what's under the settee. There's some storage. And this is a little mystery compartment. I think this may have been the old depth sounder. Vacuuming, my handy vacuum, and wiping everything down with vinegar and tea tree oil, and I'm about ready to make the bed again. Okay. After all that scrubbing, I'm so worn out. I think I'll lie down in my new bed. Oh, no more moldy bed. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. It's a beautiful evening here on Harmony. I have had some victories this week and in the past, but I have to say that I have suffered a pretty severe crisis of confidence this week. And I just began to feel completely overwhelmed. Like she's never going to get fixed. I'm never going to get out of here. It just seems really overwhelming, the task before me. But so I decided to take stock of my situation, and I made a list of all the things that I have in fact accomplished on the boat. And to start with, the leaky port lights are no longer leaking. When it rains, the boat is dry inside. So that's really cool. I have changed all the lights out for LEDs. So my battery consumption is way down. The engine has been a massive, big, 2-month project ordeal. Going on 3 months now. But with Jesse's help, I got a new ignition switch. We cleaned out the fuel tank and replaced the tube that does the uptake for the fuel. I got the new hose and the new deck fill for the fuel tank. I repaired and upgraded the screens. They now have wrap protection and no seam netting, so that's cool. I removed some of the damaged stanchions and stanchion bases. I fixed this Dodger. This Dodger was sort of hanging funny when I came, and she's not really fixed, she's still in need of some repair, but she's working for me. So lots of other things. I got the outboard going. I'm waiting for parts for the outboard. I got the sail rig on the dinghy, and starting to learn how to sail it. And so I'm feeling better now that I have taken stock, that things are happening. Doug's coming over tomorrow, and we're gonna try to get a parts list for the standing rigging, which is the wires holding up the mast that all need to be replaced. So that's coming up, and stay tuned.